Yo, breaking news, breaking news. Am I loud? I don't know. Breaking news. Can't Focus podcast.
Yes, yes,
Guys,
indeed. Yes, indeed.
J. Cole, yesterday was Dreamville Festival. It's April 7th. Today's April 8th. We just had a solar eclipse. J. Cole quit the rap battle. He bowed out the rap battle. He took stage at Dreamville Fest and he said, I can't do this no more. I lost sleep. If you was a J. Cole fan, you pay how much you pay for Dreamville Festival tickets? A lot of money?
I
A
don't know.
lot?
I'd imagine.
Man, you got to watch a man unravel in front of you. That's priceless. You got to watch a legacy destroy itself from the inside out. That's priceless.
I
Dude,
love
Did
how
you see the? Did you see
I
the?
love how unbiased this is.
The
I really
TikTok
do.
video. You saw
what
the
TikTok?
TikTok video I sent you guys about the guy's sleeping.
Yeah.
He's dreaming, and he's like ah. he's
He's
like, oh
acting like
no.
J. Cole. Yeah.
He said, J. Cole, man, don't worry, brother. Drake put me up to it.
That is a man who threw a stone and hit his hand, and when the stone ain't hit the target that he thought it would, got to crying. It was like, I'm on my path with my God, and I pray to my mans ain't feel no way. But if you did, take it on the chin, man. I take it on the chin.
Oh my gosh.
What else is there to say? You ruined your legacy. You are no longer top 3. Stop telling me
Ruined.
how great of a rapper you are if you scared of the top rappers. Stop
Oh
telling
my
me how elite you
gosh.
are if you scared of battle. Jadakiss was never
That's
scared of
the
battle. Nas was never scared of battle. KRS was never scared of battle. I
Battle.
see why you let Nas down, and it makes sense why you never had a basketball career because you don't got killer instinct. I can't dunk on him, coach. He's a good man. I can't dunk on him, coach. It's somebody's son right there.
that's somebody's son, somebody's
I see
brother,
it. I see it.
somebody's
I see it.
friend.
Yo, I said times keep changing, right? Right?
Okay.
Themes keep redefining. When I was young, Pressure turned Cole into diamonds. Now, Pressure got Cole whining and crying on the world stage. Cole apologizing. Pressure
Wow.
turned Cole into
we
witches.
got you out of retirement.
But nah, ain't no
Wow.
out of retirement. It's just he let
That was really
me,
good.
he let me down. I'm sure he let Nas down. I know KRS is punching the air like hip hop's dead again. You know, like you let hip hop down.
He messed up the prophecy.
I'm disgusted as an MC, as a competitor, as a guy who could put words together. I'm disgusted. I've never seen this level of cowardice in hip hop. I've never seen it.
Yo, this is crazy.
What you need peace from? All you did on that, you need peace from all you did on that diss song was, dogs. I said you don't drop enough albums, man. I'm sorry, man. I was wilding. I was bugging out, man. Can you forgive me? Can you forget? I said to Purple Butterfly was sleepy. It made me sleepy. You know, I don't act like myself when the pressure's on. You know that, right?
Yo, this
You know
guy
that, right?
is you see you wildin' though. You're wildin'. You're taking this to another level right now.
And this is unbiased. This is the guy who I wanted to win the battle. This is the guy who, if we was taking wages, that's who I would have put my money on.
But why?
Out of the
Yeah,
3.
exactly. Why would you put your money on
That's
him?
what I'm
'Cause
asking
he's
myself now. Why would I have done that?
You would have definitely lost a lot of money.
Why would I have done that? I put my money on the girl.
Yo, you see, dudes, and it's crazy because like half the population has your perspective. That's what's wild. Is majority of people have your perspective.
Oh, can you imagine if Ether dropped and Jay-Z was like, you know what? I kind of was wilding with Takeover, man. It's a legend right there. I can't break down another legend, man. No, it's super ugly. Super ugly. Me and AI got more rhyming. Wait, what is it? Me and AI got more in common than just rhyming and balling. Get it? More in common.
Yeah, that was really crazy bar.
Dude, I think this is crazy to write a man off because he's choosing peace for himself. Whatever is peace for himself, just for the pure entertainment of all of us. And don't get me wrong, it is a contact sport. I get that. I was hyped. I was sending y'all texts like after the whole album drop. I was like, "Yo, I'm ready to send diss tracks to both of y'all. Anyone could get it." I told my brother the same thing. Like, because it gets me hyped. It's like something that's like I love the competition of
Because you're a
hip hop.
warrior,
Yeah, I guess
competitor,
so. Yeah, yeah.
barbarian.
Yeah, a barbarian. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
But the thing is that's me.
Yeah.
And one thing I appreciate more than competition is always gonna be camaraderie and unity. I'm always gonna take that over competition because what's more exciting than Cole and Kendrick battling is Cole and Kendrick doing a joint album. That's more fire.
What was that?
The that's, yo, this cat,
Was that a
yo,
kitty cat?
yo, do you
I thought
understand how?
I saw a putty cat.
See, now I don't know how to say certain things because I don't know if I'm insulting your opinion now. Like I
No,
don't know
go ahead. We on
where.
podcast. We on podcast. It's different. That was a personal conversation. I didn't like that. But we on podcast. It's on theatrics.
so it's dog. So I think it's crazy for you to be. You literally are saying this man's whole career is trash now.
Aspect of it. Like, yo, we get it. You can rhyme
Okay.
well. We get it. It took you like 3 albums to get there, but you can make really great albums. We get it. There's just an aspect of it you don't have, man. You're not built for the competition of the sport of hip hop, and hip hop is blood sport. It's a contact sport. Maybe you get to redefine it. Maybe this changes the trend and you get to redefine it because every now and then groundbreaking artists come through that redefine the way we look at things.
Word.
We used to not wear pink polos, and now you can wear pink polos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe you get to read. I hope not because I love the sport.
You look, and I agree. I love the sport as well, but I feel like he's. I don't know, like you offline or
I thought
you said, like, yo,
I thought I kind of agreed with Live, but after hearing his explanation, I don't agree. I don't agree because
after he
you know he
spoke,
was like
he spoke, I just said no.
like you're saying that he chose peace as if he wouldn't feel peace if he were to drop it and just leave it at that. Kendrick Lamar doesn't reply. Like there's nothing. Like
Yo,
no
Jay,
one is talking about guns being being drawn out. Nobody's talking about
I
how I'm
mean,
gonna
they
kill your
definitely were.
family.
Look, I
No,
don't know why we're
no.
overlooking that, but
Kyle's speaking facts. What's the part
There's
of the piece? Where's peace disturbed? What's the bar that was disturbing his peace?
because he stepped outside of himself, it's not, and it's not for us
no
to
no 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 no
determine what a
no no
man's
no no no
peace
no no no
is.
no 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 no
You
No,
no
shooting that
how
man
are we
so much
gonna
no no no
bail.
no
how are
no.
we gonna define that for another man?
You got
You cannot.
Spider-Man
You
webs
can't.
shooting that
This
man
is
Bill.
this is crazy
That was
because
cheesy.
that's crazy that you're saying to me that Cole, the guy that's been giving subliminal shots all throughout
So
his
I have a theory
quote
on that.
unquote feud with
Baiting.
Kendrick.
Baiting him.
But
Baiting
let's not.
him.
Like, I'll hear your viewpoint on it soon. But let's just see. Let's throw that out the way. He has called himself the GOAT many times. He has barred. He has been. When you put yourself in that square,
How you a goat with no horns?
Yo, can you shut up? Can you
when you put yourself in that square, when you put yourself in that square, you're talking about you're talking about other people in that square as well. I'm the GOAT. People see that as I am this one. People see that it could be a few. But once when you put yourself in that stuff and you bar people up and you doing it, that's the technique that you have come up with. That is, you got no choice but to kind of prove that you the GOAT. So if somebody
Yes.
comes at you,
Yes.
you gotta prove that you the GOAT. I just don't like. For me, Cole be flip flopping between unity and camaraderie and all that stuff, and then say, nah, but let's do firing squad. Nah, let's say I'm going to spit the most fire of bars. I'm gonna do secret recipe. I'm gonna do first person shooter. I'm gonna go and do and out rap Benny the Butcher on his own song. I'm gonna go and try to out rap, and I said try to out rap because he didn't. Royce the 5'9" in his own song.
He
Like
kind of
this
did on Bob
is
Boat. He did, but that's a different one.
that's a different story. Okay, we can debate on that later. But I'm just saying that all throughout the whole entire career of J. Cole, it's always been, I'm here to show and prove that I am better than the rest of the competition. And here's the competition pushing you, and you decided to push back. You decided to push back, and then say, "Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bump into you like that."
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that's nice at the gym. He's one of those
Like,
guys that's nice at the gym.
Like
you see him at the gym, and he got all the moves, all the fundamentals, and you like, man, that dude is nice at the gym. And then you put him in the ring, and he freezes. He's like a deer in headlights.
So
I do agree that it shouldn't be tarnished. He's brave enough to be like, he is brave enough to go up on stage and be like, hey, I made a mistake. You brave enough to go up on the stage of hip hop and say, my diss record was a mistake. I'm sorry. That's bravery to do that.
Yeah.
And you must really believe in yourself. And must really believe in this quote unquote piece or whatever for you to even say that. It's like what Styles P said it. He was like, yo, no matter what you think about it, that takes a lot of bravery to go up on that stage and do that. And because of that, I feel like, should his career be tarnished because of it? I don't think so. But I also think that you should switch up the way that you rap as well. Like, you shouldn't be talking about I'm the GOAT, I'm the GOAT, I'm the GOAT. Then somebody calls you on the fact that you're the GOAT, and you get a little.
Yeah.
All right.
From now on,
I think
now he should just rap about helmets and safety exits.
It's hip hop. If you're gonna say that hip hop is a competitive sport and all that stuff, all right, fine. Part of hip hop,
throw guys off stages because they was whack.
Yeah, all right. Jay, you can't live in the 90s. We're not doing this anymore, fam. It's not about what we used to do. Let's move on from that. Let's do something different. Kids is getting killed in Chicago still. No,
redefine my culture. Go ahead.
Make me look like the culture appropriator.
Gentrify it. Go ahead, keep going.
Gentrify.
No, you're right. We should all get lattes together and eat like cake donuts.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not this dude.
Speaking of gentrifying.
For the love of God, I hope Kendrick drops the wildest. I hope he drops no Vaseline too. For the love of God, that's what J. Cole deserves. I hope Kendrick comes through full force, no Vaseline.
He's gonna cry.
Said he's gonna take it on the chin. Let's see if he does. But the whole thing. The whole thing is, all right, come on.
I'm gonna take it on the chin. Hey, yo, when
you
said that,
I thought that was wild too. I thought that was wild too, but I wasn't gonna be the one. Oh
my gosh.
I was like, Jermaine.
All right, man. I feel you. If you're gonna act this way, you might as well go full force.
we're gonna this cat. You calling yourself the greatest? That's a part of hip hop. There's dudes that give out their mixtape that call themselves the greatest. You're telling me that we haven't all done that at one point in time? Can
I ask you a question though? Have you ever before Cole aside, have you ever seen somebody in an elite level, mid-tier level, anybody who has a significant fan base, have you ever seen them run away this way while also calling themselves the greatest?
No. This is the first time I've seen this. This is the first
I'm
time I've seen
saying-
someone like. I'm not gonna say run away. I don't think
Even
this is
Ja
run away.
Rule fought back with
The-
clapback. Even Ja Rule fought. It was a losing uphill battle. Even Ja
Like,
Rule.
See, but that's the thing. That's the thing. I think you're wilding for saying that it's running away. I don't think this is running away. That would be a whole running away is what Drake is doing. That's
Yeah.
what running away look like.
Both are running away. One just did it spectacularly lamer than the other. Like
But I don't know
I don't
which
even-
one is. I don't know which one is worse, bro.
it's cold.
Honestly, I feel like
It's
Nah.
cold.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I
It's
do
cold.
feel like that's worse.
Because I was surprised.
Personally.
I really
At least Cole put something out.
as a that don't
Drake
count.
is just
As a Drake
and
fan,
now he's
Drake
about
is
to
shooting
take it off,
paper mache
and-
stage. What?
as a
but he
Drake
ain't taking
fan,
it back. He ain't taking it back. The boy ain't taking it back.
as a Drake fan, I was
You
disappointed in
You
Drake.
put out what you
This
get.
is
You put out
crazy.
what you put out. You put out what you put out. It's the that's the truth. You feel this way. This is how you felt. Like no one
He
said,
didn't
hey,
feel this way.
Who put a
Yes,
gun
he
to his head to
did.
make the record?
He
Nobody.
made the record himself.
All right,
said,
but y'all
"See."
acting like no one can make a mistake. He's
And then
making a mistake and
Joe,
he's owning that.
Joe, he said that just for this one record. You said it yourself. It's subliminals all through Might Delete This Later.
So here's it. That's the other thing I wanted to get to. Now, if there have been subliminals since before, Might Delete This Later. If we're talking about subliminals for like 2 records back, you know what I mean? 2 albums back, and as well as features, if those have been direct subliminals towards Kendrick, then I agree with the both of you. 100%. But if we've been reading that into this the whole time, and that was not his intent, then I think that he's earned the right for us to shoot him some bail for like making a mistake. He put something out that he didn't believe in, that we could hear he didn't believe in. There's no way you're listening to the whole thing of Might Delete This Later, and then you get to that last track, and it's like, oh, I don't think he got cold feet. I think it has a
Cold
lot to
feet.
do with cold world. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that this is Kendrick. I think that it's who it is. I don't think it's that he's gonna back down from anyone, from everyone, or anyone that does this. No, I think it's because it's Kendrick specifically that he didn't feel right about it. So, and now he chooses to get on stage and be very vulnerable, especially with his audience. That's one thing that he has with his fan base. He has a connection to them.
Is
He's
that
got
why
a
they have cognitive dissonance with him?
It could be. You're right. It definitely could be. But
You don't feel the least bit disappointed though.
Who knew that Cold World?
Of course, I'm
meant,
disappointed.
Who knew Cold World
course.
meant he freezes up?
But not disappointed at oh man, I didn't get the like for me, I just feel like either you don't say anything and kept it pushing, or you say something and you leave it. Like you just leave it. And if you don't feel like responding the next rebuttal, then don't respond. Like say, you know what? Like honestly, like I'm not here for the smoke. I'm done. I don't want to continue this feud anymore. Or whatever.
So
the case may be.
why though? Why
Guys,
just leave it?
why does
Answer
J.
that one.
Cole ride bikes?
Because this is how you felt. Like, all right, somebody. So let's say me and you got into an argument. Let's say me and you got into an argument. And I said some things that I may quote unquote not mean, but truth be told, when you get emotional and you start going off, there's certain things that you say that's the truth. You may not like how it comes out because we know now, like as Christians, we know now, like okay, if I'm gonna say something to you that may hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be, but it's the truth, I'm gonna come to you with love and speak to you with love. But then when we get into this argument, we get emotional, and then I say something that I maybe shouldn't have said, but dang, maybe I should have like put it back. But honestly, it's the truth, and I'm putting it out there. It's the truth. But then I come back and I say, "Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry." That tinge is still there. The singe of what I'm saying to you is still there. Yeah, you can accept the apology. Yes, you can accept the apology or whatever and move on. But we both now know that what I said. Oh, you a table hater. You hate tables or whatever the case may be. Right? That you table hater. Oh my gosh, you
Stop
hurt my
hating these
feelings about
tables.
being a table hater or whatever the case may be. And then it's like, oh man, oh whatever. You know what? Honestly, I didn't mean this. I didn't mean that, bro. I'm sorry. It's okay. But in the back of your mind, he's like, yo, this dude really thinks I'm a mother effing table hater. Like this dude really thinks this way about me. You
Yo, table hater.
like Kendrick heard that joint. He hears that joint. He's like, yo, this is what you really think about my albums. This is what you think about all this other stuff. No, like be wrong. If you put it out there, be wrong and strong, bro. Yeah, yo,
Right.
own up to
And,
it. The real
right.
apology would be, nah, I meant every word, bro. I meant every word, maybe I didn't mean it for it to come out that way, but I meant every word. I meant every word.
I see. That's the thing. I don't think that he meant every word. He even said that himself. He tried to downplay this man's career. That's why we're all reacting like this to his track, because it wasn't truth. It wasn't.
You
He
got to
wasn't
write the
speaking
record.
truth.
You got to record the
so then if
record.
that's the case,
You got to mix the record. You got to master the record. You got to approve the record to the album. You have to upload it, and then it plays for 2 days, and that's when you ever change your heart.
Look, I think you're.
now that aside, I agree with
He
you.
didn't
That
do every
aside,
step of that. Let's be honest. He said I
but
put it out,
but he
and
could have stopped it.
someone else
He could have
handled it.
stopped it every single way though.
Yeah, but
Right.
yes, you're right. He could have, but look, dude. Sometimes it takes time for someone to sit back and realize. Remember that argument we were just talking about this before. Remember that argument me and you got into, and it wasn't until it went out there, and then I reflected on it for a few days and saw other people's comments, and I was like, you know what, you were right. I was wrong, and that was that, and I apologize to you. So it's.
You understand that that's different, right? You had an argument in the moment. It's not like you pre-wrote a diss argument towards him later, and then you saw the comments and was like, "Oh, they didn't like this."
What I'm highlighting in that is not the initial. What I'm highlighting that is the ending of that. That sometimes it takes time for something to be out and to hear what other people are saying, for you to take time to reflect and be like, hold on, dang, I wasn't true to myself. I wasn't being who I am. And I just think that it's crazy that we're downplaying that. Like you said, it takes courage to get up on stage and to do that.
You can't fathom the possibility that it's because he didn't like the reaction he got from it, so now he's using this as an excuse.
That's very possible, but I have no reason. I'm based on this man's career. It's not like we're talking about Kanye or someone. Based on this man's career so far, I have no reason to think that he's now being disingenuous about this. What would my reasoning be? I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, like I think we all deserve as human beings. So I'm choosing to pass that along to him. And the thing is, I think it's even more because he could have done what you're saying, Martin. He could have been like, nah, just leave it out there. But instead, he chose to go out of his way during his concert, which he's putting on a great show. I don't know if y'all saw, like the people he brought out with it sounds pretty dope. So he's putting on this great show, and he takes this time to address it publicly because he put that track out publicly. So he's gonna address Kendrick publicly and with the apology as well. So I think that takes a whole lot more effort. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's going to get this backlash. He knows that like he's putting all of this at risk. You know what I mean? But he's willing to do that, be at peace with himself. And I feel like it's crazy that we're tearing that down just because we want people to fight in hip hop. Like it's and again, I love the competitive spirit, but I'm not going to down a man just for the fact that he wants to he stepped outside of what is right for him. He stepped outside of his character, and now he's trying to right that wrong.
It's a beautiful excuse. I love it.
If you want to call it an excuse, if you want to,
the real rappers, rap.
I don't know, man.
Real rappers rap.
Call him. So you don't think he's being a real rapper?
All I said is real rappers rap, man.
he's definitely a real rapper. It's just that I don't know, like I just feel like that just wasn't. I don't know, like I feel like you look back on that and it's like I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's just a weird situation to me. It's not fair that people are gonna paint him as a punk because he decided to do that. But once when I accept that, I also gotta understand like you put out a premeditated diss, you got emotional, got heated, and now all of a sudden you want to take it back. I don't know, man. Like it's just that's just not the time or the place, man. I don't know. Or maybe he could have called Kendrick. Like, let me talk to you personally. Maybe not do it in front of all of these people, but let's do it personally.
What if this leads? What I got a question for y'all. What if this leads to that joint album?
It's a horrible rollout. And Kendrick comes out looking like the alpha male.
Yeah. I I like. I mean, I'll like it. I'll definitely download and listen to it because I always wanted to hear it. But there's gonna be in the back of my head. I'm gonna be like, oh,
The magic,
oh,
the magic of Cole for me is gone. You remember that clip you guys
damn. You
played?
said the magic. That
Yeah,
man is
because
nice though,
you
bro.
guys remember that clip you played?
You
Remember that
making him
clip?
sound like he's scum now.
Remember that clip you played where Joe Budden said that he was keeping competition alive in hip hop?
Yeah,
Man, what a unfulfilled
yeah. That
prophecy
that definitely
was
that
that?
definitely did not age well.
What
He's the only
what a
competitive
lie
MC.
we all just told ourselves, right?
No,
Like
no.
who knew?
That's
Who
also true. That's
who
also true.
knew that the guy, he's rapping his best with beer, but when like it's time to perform, it's lullabies and Jigglypuff Cole again, man. Like and love yours. I gotta love mom, man. I can't battle nobody. I gotta love my own. And the other one was why does J. Cole ride a bike? Right, right. Because that's the closest he'll ever come to handlebars. So like
Yo,
I just and you know what
yo.
happens? You
Did you
become
just decide to write diss tracks to this man? Like, do you
that
have
was off
like?
the top of my head right now. So like
Wow, this guy, he's
um but
activated.
but what happens is but you know what happens is now you become a punchline. Now J. Cole is a
Yeah.
punchline for the rest of our lives.
He's gonna be a punchline. That's for
Don't
sure.
make me J. Cole you. Don't make you regret saying my name. I will J. Cole you.
Don't be the next contestant on that
Summer
Dreamville festival.
Grievous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what's gonna happen next. And I feel like no matter how you feel about it live, I feel like that's just how hip hop is, man. Like I just feel like it's a sport, bro. It's a sport.
But the context of of what Budden was talking about with competitive, he was talking about what Cole has been doing. He said that before this whole thing with Kendrick came out.
Right, but
So like,
it makes sense why he's never been able to be one for real. It makes sense. Like if you sit there and you think and you disagree, but it makes perfect sense. He lacks that honestly, he lacks that killer instinct, that passion that takes you the other way. Like he is super, super dope. Like on his own, the technical ability to being able to make the song flow, all that, right? But like on a macro level, that's probably why his albums suffer. He don't got that
Follow through.
oomph. Yeah, and Drake don't really got it either. Like now that I'm thinking about it, Drake don't really got it either. I've never heard it from Drake either. So this is what I'm waiting for from Drake. But at least we know Drake will perform. He gave us Duppy. He gave us back to back. He's just never had a guy the caliber of Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Not to sleep on Push, but I just Push and Kendrick are just different in terms of fan bases, in terms of level of recognition, and that plays a factor in when you're battling. It's not just
the
a pen game.
but the
But
thing is that Cole what he's been doing is the competitive nature of like, I'm gonna aim to be the best I can be lyrically. That's what
until
I'm.
somebody challenges me, now I don't got it no more.
But the whole thing is that we're seeing Kendrick challenging him. It's not just anybody. It's not just somebody challenging him. This is Kendrick, the guy he fought Diddy for, the guy he's been friends with, the guy he's been
The one who told him to
you
stop
know
sneak dissing. Y'all ain't the click. Y'all not 40 water. Y'all not you not be legit. That guy.
yeah, that guy. Now again, like I said, if Cole has really been sneak dissing this entire time, then you're right. But
No, I'm saying
maybe
Kendrick
I
called
think
him
it's
out.
I
Kendrick
know Kendrick called. I know what you were saying. But
time
what I'm
dance.
saying, but what I'm saying is that if Cole really has been doing that, and it's not what we've been reading into it, because I think that's something that needs to be considered now that he did this apology. I can't believe that. There's nothing in me that will believe that Cole would be sneak dissing for all these years, sharpening his pen, getting ready for this, just to just to like not be ready when it actually happens. Like I
Listen,
don't
J.
I know
Cole.
you're saying freeze up and all that, but it doesn't make sense to me. On the court, yes, because that's in the moment, that's game time, it is happening right now. It's not the same thing in hip hop. Like you got time.
I feel like it's very. I feel like this is very much so like Macklemore at the Grammys when he won Best Rapper, Best Rap Album, and then he texted Kendrick, and then decided to give it to the whole world. Like send a text message, his private text message to the whole world to express, "Hey, listen, I apologize for what I said." Um, I find it to be no different. I think that as Live was talking to me, the more I start to think like this was definitely not the right way that Cole should have done this. Of course, the people want to know. Maybe he should have hit up Kendrick on the side, be like, "Yo, I'm about to do my Dreamville joint. I'm about to announce this. Let's hope that really happened. Maybe it did, and he just didn't feel like he needed to tell the world that portion." But he's like, "Yo, listen, I got off the phone with Kendrick. Me and him are cool. Um, I'm done. We're not. We squashed the beef." That could have been a better way to handle that than saying I retracted the track that I dissed you on.
When a man is on a healing path, um they're aware of when they're straying away from that healing path. And all of us complaining for the entertainment value type of thing, um it's a lot of us might need to like be on some healing ourselves, instead of getting at him for choosing what is healing for him and holding to that and protecting that. And I just thought, I was like, yeah, I agree, because that's what he's been on for this last decade. That's been the moves that he's been making for himself.
I would just say, check on your J. Cole friends, your friends that are J. Cole fans. Check on their mental health. Make sure they're okay. Check in periodically. They're getting bullied out here.
He
Uh,
failed me.
they're making all types of excuses for him. I've heard everything from what Joe is saying, what Alive is saying, to he beat him so bad with 7 minute drill that he's looking out for him. This is for Kendrick. I've heard everything you can hear. Like
That's ridiculous.
it's
No,
insane.
that joint was trash. That joint was
Check.
trash. That was not the right response. Yeah, I completely agree. I was disappointed with the track, but it all makes sense now to me.
You know, somebody find out how Nas feels being let down twice. Someone tell me what Hove is doing.
It's painting.
Come on, man,
It's crazy.
fight back.
You crazy for this one, Cole.
It's only for entertainment. It's only entertainment.
Get him, B. This was great. This was amazing. Thank you guys for participating.
Peace.